Was up there with, I don't remember all the comics, but certainly Paul Provenza, certainly Stephen Wright, and certainly Belzer. Those three were there. And another couple of comics. We were backstage at the big theater where we were going to perform, and we were doing a sound check. And then Jerry Lewis was coming in that night to do one of his imaginary lozenge.
Oh, yes, yes.
Very serious.
Yeah,
right. Dean was actually more talented than people thought. That kind of thing.
What we had was a love affair.
Yeah, and the imaginary lozenge. And he was about to go there and do that. And the backstage was a long hallway. And the stage door was at one end of the hallway, and this is whole backstage back behind the rails and so on. And the other end just naturally congregated Belzer, Stephen Wright, Provenza, me, and maybe another couple of comics. And Belzer was talking about how Jerry Lewis was going to be there that night. And the other comics were moderately excited that Jerry was about to come back. And I was going, I just don't understand what the big deal about fucking Jerry Lewis is. I mean, yes, back in the 50s with another guy, he did really, really funny stuff. And then he became a Percodan addict who's just embarrassing and stupid, and we still spend all our time blowing him because he was good when? 40 years ago? I mean, this is just insane. I don't know why we give respect to this washed-up fuck who's never been nice to anybody, a drug addict, and really hasn't. I mean, what are you going to say? That Hardly Working is a masterpiece? And I'm holding court, and I'm carrying on about how Jerry Lewis should be taken down a peg or two, and that these guys excited about seeing Jerry should just shut the fuck up about that. At that moment, at the other end of the hall, the door opens, and in walks Jerry Lewis, as I am talking about him. And Jerry looks around and sees Teller and then sees me. We've never met him before. And Jerry goes, Penn and Teller, and I'm dangerously near you. And he walks across and comes over and says, Penn, I've wanted to meet you. Puts his hand out. An awkward position to be in. Very awkward. So what, and I hope that my children hear this podcast. I did what any real man would do. I cried, and I said, Jerry, you're the greatest comedian who ever lived. I mean, when I was growing up, no one's ever been better than you. I remember when I was growing up in Greenfield, I went and saw like the Errand Boy. And it was the greatest thing. I mean, to be in comedy is just to be like, trying to be like Jerry Lewis. It's the greatest thing ever. And then I hugged him. And then Jerry went, thank you so much. And I went, I just can't. I never even thought I would meet you. If my mom and dad knew I was meeting you now, it would be the greatest thing in the world, Mr. Lewis. I just love you. And Jerry went, well, very nice to meet you. And then Jerry called Teller's parents to do a little thing. I'm here with your idiot fucking son. And Teller said, oh, wonderful, Mr. Lewis. That's great. Great. And Jerry kind of waves at Stephen Wright and Belzer and Provenza, and then goes out to do a sound check. So now I have tears in my eyes, and for the first moment since Jerry walked in the room, it kind of floods over me what I've just been saying and who is behind me. And the way that the geography works is I cannot see Belzer, Provenza, or Stephen Wright. They're behind me. I've turned to address Jerry, and it's a hallway. So I now have my back to them. So I now have to turn around. And I turn around, and I see these faces who have just, for the first time in their life, witnessed Satan. I mean, they have never seen such pure, unadulterated hypocrisy and evil as I have just dealt them. They have never seen anything like that. And my hypocrisy has actually trumped comedy great Jerry Lewis coming in the room. And they are just appalled. I mean, the kind of look you would save for Charlie Manson. I mean, really, in your life, you have not experienced that kind of pure hypocrisy from another human being. Have you ever? Never.
Not close.
So I turn around and see their faces, and I go, I was kind of surprised at my reaction. I said, I really didn't expect to feel all that. I guess, seeing him when I was young, I guess but it was kind of felt like a big deal to meet him. I guess all that other stuff is, I kind of got to go. And I just remember the looks on their faces, just like, you fucking piece of shit.
I remember another time talking to you